What's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios, and today I'm going to be reviewing this custom General Grievous Brickhead. Now, this is not an official Lego Star Wars set. This was sent to me by Imperial Bricks. He makes custom brickheads. However, he did say these are all genuine, new condition Lego elements. So even though it's not from the official Lego brand, it's still that same good quality. This was sent to me for free as well to review. However, the thoughts and opinions expressed in this video are going to be my own, my thoughts, my reactions to this little set. If the video's done and you want to purchase this General Grievous for yourself, I've got a link in the description and in the comments to his website. He's got all kinds of different characters there. I saw Pad Queen Amidala, a Battle Droid, Yoda, Darth Maul, all kinds of cool little brickheads that are pretty unique. I would highly recommend at least going and checking the website out to see what he has. And if you're interested in purchasing anything, I do have a code for you to use for 10% off of your order, and that is code COCONUT, all capital. Like I said, if you use that at the checkout, you will be getting 10% off your order. All that being said, this video is going to comprise of an unboxing, kind of showing you guys the packaging, what it comes in, what to expect when you buy it, and then I will do a quick build, review, and then end the video with some of my thoughts. So here is a look at the packaging, and this was honestly the first thing that impressed me when I got this. So it came in a box, but I opened it and got this little bag, and it's pretty cool. I was impressed. I was honestly just expecting a bag of pieces in a Ziploc bag, because from what I've seen, that's typically how custom sets are sold and sent. But to have its own little packaging is pretty cool. I really like how he's got the font up here with like the Star Wars looking print, and then you can see right here it's got the age range, the item number, as well as the name Cyborg General. Obviously couldn't put General Grievous on here. And then the piece count, 109 pieces, was a little bit less than I was expecting, especially because this guy retails for $34.99, which is kind of expensive, but you have to take into consideration this is a custom website, and typically custom stuff tends to be a little bit more high-end and cost a little bit more. Plus, you've got to take into account the packaging, which probably adds to the price as well. Here on the back it says all Brickheadz model kits are made with new condition Lego elements. So that's cool. You don't have to worry about getting any fake Lego or anything damaged. Well, that remains to be seen. Next, what I'm going to do is open it and get it built and then review it. So here are all the pieces spread out in front of me. So far, from what I can see, everything is in really good condition. A lot of white pieces on here, but nothing seems to be yellowed. Here's an interesting thing. So this is how you read the instructions. You just have to scan that on your phone. You just have to scan this QR code with your phone. I was having some problems with mine and wasn't able to scan it, but I'm going to see if I can get this built just by looking at the package. All right, I've got this little guy built. Really easy to put together, nothing too complicated, everything fit together well. Just as advertised, all of the parts were new and in good condition. So there isn't much to review for this guy. You can pretty much see the whole thing here for yourself. A couple of things to note. This isn't, as you can see, this isn't going to be your typical Brickheadz. It wasn't a very blocky build. It had a lot, I feel like, more curves and more detail than your typical Brickheadz does. It does have the classic big head though, that's kind of iconic to the Brickheadz line. For 109 pieces, I feel like it looks pretty detailed and does a good job of capturing a lot of the features of General Grievous. Like, you know, even looking at it quickly, you can tell who this is, even though, you know, he's got 4 arms and kind of that cyborg head you can still recognize even from his like plating here in the front. So that was a nice little attention to detail. The arms don't move independent of each other, but you can move both arms at the same time. If you wanted to get a little bit of a pose there, you can move them down or up like that. And then it does come with this little stand. You can take it off too if you want to put the brickhead on something else. One thing I did want to note too that I thought was pretty cool, if you take off his front armor pieces, you can actually see some green pieces. You can actually see some green pieces in right there. Don't know how well you can see them, but there's 2 green round studs right there. I like this because I like this a little attention to detail. Those are supposed to represent his guts, I would imagine, because, you know, when Obi-Wan Kenobi pries open his rib cage, you can kind of see his organs. So that was a fun little Easter egg, and once again, nice attention to detail there. Well, that wraps up the review and unboxing of this General Grievous custom Brickheadz. Before I ended the video though, I wanted to give kind of like my personal thoughts and opinions on this. So overall, the whole process was pretty cool. I really liked the packaging. I think that's what stood out to me the most from this whole experience. Like I said, I was honestly just expecting that plastic bag in a box. So to get your own custom little bag with the cool printing, the build itself was pretty cool. To be honest, I'm not much of a Brickheadz fan. I never have been. part of it is because of kind of the plain blocky look, I think. And I think that's why this General Grievous actually appealed to me, is because it's less of that blocky look. Like I was saying during the review, you know, you kind of have the individual feet, you've got the arms, you've got a little bit of, you've got some curves and some armor detailing on the torso, and then the head's got like the, you know, the fins on either side. Just those details kind of separated it from your typical Brickheadz, in my opinion, which I thought was cool. However, to some people, that might be why they don't like this. That one, I guess, is because, you know, it doesn't look so much, it doesn't look as blocky as the other Brickheadz do. The build was pretty easy. The parts came as promised. I think that's very important. I have seen in the past custom sellers selling bad pieces. I do have some kind of cons, I guess. I don't really want to say things I don't like, but kind of cons to this are the price. This is $35, which is kind of expensive considering you only get 109 pieces. And you know, the Mandalorian Brickheadz that comes with the child and the Mandalorian is more pieces, and it's cheaper. That being said, that's a Lego product. They can afford to sell theirs for cheaper. This is a custom build, a little bit more expensive. You know, it's coming, Imperial Bricks isn't this massive company that can afford, you know, to sell its parts for super cheap. He had to buy the parts himself, put it together, and then ship it out. So that adds a little bit to the price. And you do also have the cool little packaging. I feel like that probably plays into the price a little bit too. And one other really nitpicky thing, I would have liked the entire bottom area to have been tiled off instead of leaving that row of studs exposed around the edge. All that being said, a huge thank you and shout out to Imperial Bricks for once again sending this out to me for free to review. I really do appreciate it. If you're interested in getting this General Grievous or in checking out his other wide selection of Brickheadz, I'll put a link to his website down below in the description and in the comments. He's got quite a few Brickheadz. I would highly recommend just checking it out and see what he's got. If you do end up purchasing, if you do end up getting something, don't forget to use code COCONUT in all caps to get 10% off of your order. I think that's it for me. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions about this, about the process, anything at all related to this Brickheadz, feel free to drop them down below in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them or direct you over to Imperial Bricks himself. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future content. But until next time, happy building.